Performing magnetic particle testing, MT method. Technique number 1, using a magnetizing coil. Magnetic particle testing using a PTS MAS magnetic particle testing bench. For this first test, we will be using a magnetizing coil for the technique. Longitudinal magnetic flux will be induced in the test object. We will use this bar to demonstrate. Insert the bar into the V block supports. Use the clamping levers to lock it in place. Since we will be using the coil for magnetizing, we will make sure the cable is plugged into the upper socket. If we were to use the current flow technique, we would move the cable to the lower socket. Once the bench is set and the lamp is turned on, we can start magnetization. We are using a coil, meaning that we're looking for transverse defects. When testing using the magnetizing coil technique, we evaluate only at maximum distance of 1/2 the coil diameter, in this case 6 inches or 150 millimeters in front of the coil. Of course, we can also evaluate inside the coil where the magnetic field is strongest. We start magnetizing from one end, and since we have already verified the intensity and the direction of the magnetic field, we can apply the suspension immediately. Next, cover the surface with the magnetic particle suspension, evaluate, and repeat. Continue until you've reached the other end. During the test, we found transverse indications on the test piece. Record these indications in the test report. Rotate the object and repeat the magnetizing process until you've checked 100% of the test piece. Technique number 2, using a central conductor. Another technique for magnetic particle inspection is by using a central conductor. Put the hollow test piece on the central conductor and place it on the V-block supports. Lock the tailstock using the clamping lever. Make sure the cable is moved to the lower connector for current flow. We are now ready to test. A circular magnetic field is created around the central conductor. This allows us to find longitudinal defects. Apply current and the magnetic particles, then evaluate. You can see here we found a longitudinal indication. Log it in the test report. Rotate the part and continue in this manner until 100% of the part has been inspected. Technique number 3, using the current flow. Another magnetic particle method is the current flow technique. With this method, electric current passes through the test piece, creating a circular magnetic field which allows detection of longitudinal defects. Place the test piece on the V-block supports, lock the tailstock, and clamp the part with the clamping lever like we did before. Make sure to verify that the cable is connected to the lower socket. Since we have checked the intensity and direction of the magnetic field, we are now ready to test. Apply the suspension to the test surface, apply current, and inspect. Unclamp, rotate, reclamp, apply the magnetic particle, and inspect again. As you can see, a long linear longitudinal indication is detected. After logging your results, unclamp, rotate the object, reclamp, and continue testing until 100% of the object has been evaluated.